Good morning, good evening, and good day. Here today we are looking at the fastest vehicles in Steel Division 2. So, these are light transport vehicles that can only carry 2 or 5 troop unit sizes or less, 5 or less basically, and get the light transport denomination in their transport size. If you enjoy this content, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and means a lot. Your support is everything. Let's dive right in. So here we are with our light transports, basically. We actually don't have a ton of variety for the Allies. We have the WLA, which is the Soviet motorcycle, and the Jeep. Now, I did not put all the different versions of the Jeep. All the Jeeps are the same Jeep, okay? They have different names and such, but the Jeep is the Jeep, okay? And most Allied divisions have these things, okay? Most Allied divisions, the Western divisions have almost all these Jeeps, basically, and many of the Soviet divisions, as you can see, have the WLA. The Germans have a much bigger variety of transport trucks and usually come in lower numbers, so you can't use them as readily. But they have the Bmw R75. This is their main motorcycle. 2-man transport only. This is also only a 2-man transport. So these two only carry 2. All the others carry up to 5. Then we have the Hirsch 109. We have the Kubell, the Wagon, and the Traction, which I shoved in over here. So what is the fastest unit in Steel Division 2? That goes right over here. We'll just get out of the way. The Traction, but it's a very rare unit. It only comes in these 2 German divisions, along with the DFL have it as well. The Traction transport truck goes at 115 kilometers an hour. This is significantly faster than every other unit in the game. This was one of the reasons that 17SS was one of the best divisions in the game. They actually recently nerfed this, and they can only use this on very specific and not super useful units. So they definitely lost a little bit of kick power there, but outside of that, this unit is extremely fast, and you will get to the front line first, which is really fun. Very, very fast. Like I said, only shows up in those 3 divisions. Next, in terms of speed, and far more common, is the WLA motorcycle that the Soviets use. These can transport snipers and PTRSs and PTRDs, basically AT squads that are 2-man squads. These are extremely useful and will get you to the front line in front of most of the Axis stuff. So getting to go 100 kilometers an hour is really awesome, and you will be able to kind of deploy forward, and this is how you counter the Axis advantage in infantry transports. If you didn't watch that video, go check out the infantry transport video. So next up on our list is the Jeep. So the Allies have the 2 fastest vehicles outside of the Traction in terms of infantry transports. These guys got them. The Jeep can actually carry units that are up to like 5, so like machine guns and other, support weapons and smaller squads of infantry. 95 kilometers per hour on-road, and 47 off-road. These guys will get to where you want to go really fast. Also, by the way, these things all have a good stealth except for the Hirsch, which only has medium. So that means they actually they have the potential of sneaking by certain things depending on the situation. So Jeep, next fastest thing, and I know it only shows 4, but it's actually in all tons and tons of divisions. They're like different versions, so they don't come together. Our next fastest is the Bmw R75 and the Hirsch 108. These are actually both 90 kilometers per hour vehicles. The Hirsch can carry more. They can carry 5-man squad, while the BMW can only carry the 2-man squad snipers and Aufklär and all those kind of things. So these are very important for the Axis. They really need to make maximum use of these because these are the only things that are even close to catching up to these guys and getting to the front lines. Next down the list, we have our Kubell and Shimmy Wagon. Truthfully, again, most of the time you have plenty of Hirsches and stuff to use, but if you have to, you can move down to the Kubels and stuff. I have honestly never seen, I don't remember the last time I seen someone using a Shimmy Wagon, even though it's exactly the same as this is actually amphibious. You can drive it over rivers and stuff, which I don't think I've ever done. Ever. I'm not saying it's bad, I just have never done it. So don't think like, oh, it's amphibious, that makes this so much better. Not really, for real. Yes, it does. Objectively, it's better than the Kubell. But how often will it come up? Rarely. Very, very rarely. So these are definitely your last pick here because they're actually the same speed as your infantry Opel Blitzes. They're the same speed as the infantry transport. So in terms of your light transports, the Allies have the clear edge here with significantly faster units at the beginning of the game. And this is how they make up and how Allied divisions often feel faster than their Axis counterparts because you can really get to the battlefield before they can for the most part. There's really no reason you can't deploy forward with some light units such as flamethrowers. Very common to throw flamethrowers in these and drive them up really far, along with PTRSs. It's called a PTRS rush. Very dangerous at the beginning of the game. Whenever you play a Soviet division, you want to keep an eye out for that. Very common thing to do and can be very destructive if you're not paying attention. I hope this information was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button and have a fantastic day.